Shalom, welcome to my video. Today, we're going to do a little bit of sharing about ESAU, EDOM. There's so much that you can talk about this devil. So I'm going to attempt not to go over. I try not to go over an hour because I don't want to lose your attention span. Okay? So with that, let's get started. Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Hello Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahar Kwal Kadash. All praises, honor, glory, and power to Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, our Lord and Savior. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine, as our elder apostles do. Much respect to the prophets and teachers of Great Millstone, that we, through the Spirit, cling to in order to learn the new song, rightfully dividing the word to qualify to escape the word of the Lord, to escape the day of the Lord's visitation on Great Babylon. Great respect to the fellow believers, to Akim and Akwath, who is the remnant of Israel, which includes the 144,000 and 1/3 mixed multitude promised mercy and salvation from our Lord. Right? Right off, I'm going to give you this disclaimer or this order from the beginning. Do not receive the MOTB. The famine of the word is on the way. The crash of the dollar is right around the corner. Food famine is here for a lot of people, but not all of us, because right now the supermarkets around my way is pretty fat. But Jacob's trouble is here. This is a small portion of it, but I feel like it feels like it's here to me, as I see the news and hear what's going on around the world, because there's plenty of people that's in very, very, very bad positions. And I want to send my blessings to them, through the Holy Spirit, that they continue to have strength and persevere and to wait on the Lord, which is what we're all commanded to do. All right, let's get into it. Okay, today I'm going to talk about the shadow of Esau. And as you know, this world is given to the hand of the wicked, pursuant to Jeremiah 16 and 10. Since I screwed it up, now I got to go get it. All right, let me begin by sharing my screen. Okay. And since I started off, let me see. I know what it is, but I'm having a gaffe. Is it? No, what did I put? 9. Jeremiah 9. What is it? Oh man! I know what it is. Earth given the hands of the wicked. I don't know how I could mess that up. What? The earth is given, and I say wicked. Oh, my bad. 9 and 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And who has covered the faces of the judges? That's easy. I should have made another category, but I didn't. Esau EDOM. Everybody of any greatness, he claims is himself. He claims is so-called white, which is a social construct that he invented. He invented Jesus Christ, which he emboldened into a white physical body and took a bunch of religious beliefs and traditions and witchcraft and stirred it up and made a religion, made Christianity, which is his coin, even though Christians are first noted in the Bible, I think it's Acts either 11 or 13, is the first Christians were the Israelites, the Hamakeyans. But during the Greeks have really stained our language up, messed it up a little bit. Okay, I got off the point a little bit, so let's get back to my topic. All right, so Esau is the shadow. The shadow of Esau. Esau is the ruler of this world, and not every country, but he rules in that everybody wants to be like him. Let's go here. All right, let's go here. The people's voices. Now, in news is something that should be covered, right? All the news is covered. Every bit of news is supposed to be covered, but if you look at these here titles, all the news, 90% of the news is wicked stuff. There's nothing good to report. There's only terrible things to report. Our society is based or trained to look for the extreme and the violence, and that's what we reverence, and that's what we give our attention to, okay? And who's at the forefront of all that wickedness? Esau, Edom. I know y'all know about the so-called assassination attempt on President Trump, or should we just say a psyop? I was a part. I used to have that kind of clearance. I was in the Marine Corps, and I was in the spaces of some of the Secret Services, so I know pretty much how they conduct themselves. As speaking from somebody on the outside, but the average civilian has probably been anywhere near a Secret Service person. But we know that any area where not just a presidential candidate, but we're talking about a former president, any area that a former president visit is going to be cleansed. They're going to check everything from high to low, and they're going to scan the area very carefully, particularly rooftops. And so on one of the ads, on the news show, there's an Edomite saying that he saw a guy climbing on a building with a backpack and a rifle. I think that's what I know. He said a rifle, but I don't remember if it was a backpack or not. But he said he saw it, and it's about 50 yards away. I would suggest, why would he be looking in that direction in the first place? Why would he not be focused on Trump? Because when you go to a rally, everybody's focused on the main, the main topic, the main person, especially Trump lovers. They love to look at Trump. So why is it that this guy can see individual low crawling up a roof at least 50 yards away? Because let's just say he's not right next to the crowd. Let's say that, he's at least 50 yards away. How is this guy going to be able to identify what he's got going on? And why is the Secret Service, why did they not identify what's going on? And he claims that he pointed out to the Secret Service and said, look, there's a guy over there, and so forth and so on, And let's say he did do that. The Secret Service didn't react. And if they didn't react, That's more Esau nonsense, you know. I mean, there's no one that can get anywhere near a president without somebody's authority. You don't just go and you know, and decide that you want to blast, you know, an individual like that. You got to have clearance because the space is cleansed. You know, everybody in that crowd is being watched. You know, and for any, you know, the Secret Service, you know, I know, like I said, I know Secret Service people, and I understand the way the office run. I'm not saying that I know everything they do, all the policies and stuff like that, but come on, you know, I mean, these guys, they would go as far as to move mailboxes out of the area. They seal off sewage lids, you know. They do these kind of things. They scout high areas. They scout vantage points from where a sniper can set up at. And they're not going to set up, they're not going to have their eyes on an area that's in front of the president, the so-called president. They're not going to set up an area like that. So that's just more psyops, and which is designed to use to make an excuse to bring something forth, like, you know, let's say more gun control or whatever. But that's ESAU Edom. They specialize in lying. Now, let's just look at some of the headlines. Leaked Secret Service video proves Trump assassination attempt was an inside job. Of course it was, because there ain't no black people there, none of the brothers there, the so-called black people there. I mean, the way it was done, the way that the Secret Service was hovering around them, the goal of the Secret Service is to protect in that service. And then one of the brothers, the Anwar Ibab, I always screw his name up, that's why how they say it. But he hit it right on point that when something happened, the first thing they want to do is cover the president and get him out of the danger zone. And what those guys did was, when the so-called shot was done, the president, he kind of stooped down, and they kind of like gathered around and huddled, you know, and the whole scene was staged because it started whisking him out of there, and he kind of stood up, and you heard him give him commands like, "Hold up, I got to get my shoe. Hold up, I got to get this. Hold up, I got to get that." No, when an incident like that occurs, the president is no longer in charge. The security is in charge. And I myself has been in spaces where you know, I was in a course, so I was around senior officers and senior this and senior that. And when what I'm paid to do, I do. It doesn't matter what the rank is of the official that's around. I'm in charge, you know, and that's no less different than in that space. Their job is to get him into a safe zone and get them out of there. So it was all phony, you know, alleged, you know, and that's what it seems states. And where did the bullet go? You know, if the sniper shot and it's supposed to hit the so-called president's ear, why did the person that was behind the president, he should have been blasted, you know, he should have been shot, you know, and or a reaction should have happened to those around him. In other words, terror, you know, this guy got shot. And usually bullets and that kind of thing starts pandemonium. People get up and try to run. But these people start taking pictures. Nobody was calm or and erratic or you know, it was like they were just at an event. So there's so much wrong with that. So, you know, that's just Esau, his way of lying. Okay, let's look at some more of these events. And first of all, let's notice that the majority of these headlines are white people. And all of them is like they have the right to say whatever they want. And it's like a statement of fact. Like, for instance, Bette Miller suggests Biden executes Republican Jim Jordan and arrests House Republicans. What kind of crap is that to say? If somebody like us were to say that, then we would be ostracized to no end. And granted, this is not mainstream, but still, they say whatever they want. Trump shooter was featured on BlackRock ad. So I mean, that just puts it more to a conspiracy. This guy's already tied to that kind of stuff. It's just they just telling themselves. Why all of a sudden this guy is the one that's going to shoot Trump? I mean, I don't know. You heard the term patsy before, because if he was in that area doing whatever he was supposedly had said that he was done, he was put there for a reason, to fulfill the agenda of the super elite. Let's put this guy here, and because right now, if you look on different news channels, these guys are talking about him. He's the target. He's the person that everybody's focused on. They're doing his biography and all this other kind of stuff. I think they shot him. I'm not really sure. Was it BlackRock advertisement from 2023 features Thomas Matthew Crooks, the 20-year-old shooter who tried to assassinate Donald Trump at his campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday evening. The investment giant BlackRock Incorporated. Well, BlackRock usually ones that has all those paramilitary people around the world help disabling the government. So doing all kind of contract work, I believe, but I don't know. I'm just saying. So he's up in that area. And okay, this is just the Edomites at their best. Now let's look at something completely different, but still, ESAU Edom. Tony Blair boasts the WEF digital IDs will soon become mandatory in UK. Okay, this guy, the things that they do, they're all joined one in one. None of this has anything to do with the security of the nation. They're just doing what they want to do, And this is how they are. This is how ESAU has been around. When you see death, destruction, and lies, and nobody benefiting except them. J6 committee leader tried stripping Trump of Secret Service protection before assassination attempt. How are you going to strip the protection from a senior president? From an ex-president. You can't. He gets that protection for life. France began shutting down TV stations that question the WEF net zero agenda. And I believe that because pretty soon they're going to start shutting down anything that has to do with free speech, even though it's another country. And I don't know their journalist laws, but that sounds like them. President Trump says Adam Schiff should be arrested for treason. They be throwing each other under the bus left and right. A country divided on itself cannot stand. But we all know that, that they'll work together. These are just headlines to enrage people, to get them all upset. And I want to look at that picture. He's shot on the ear. One of those podcasters said that Trump had blood gushing down his face. Why is it that it made a perfect landing strip toward his mouth, but nothing hit his clothes, no blood on his clothes? It's just a photo op. Okay, because look at this one. Photo op. This is Secret Service, and they can't contain this man to get him out of the danger zone. They're supposed to be covering him and empowering him and bullying him out of danger's way, but he's up doing a sign up around the flag. This is so funny. But anyway, Snoops now have power to shadow ban conservative Facebook users. But this is just a shadow of ESAU. This is who he is. Lies. You know, they just say shit, Sluggy. They just say stuff. Let me go get another page because there's plenty of pages of stuff. That's just the current. Putin's adrenochrome task force intercepts Israeli ship trafficking hundreds of kids. Look at this. This is on People's Voice. You won't see this on mainstream. Now, you know who the Israelis are. They're the small hats, you know, the so-called people of the Lord, trafficking kids. And I mean, it's a well-known fact that the Taliban endorse, you know, those kind of activities with children. I think it's 3 years old, starting at 3 years old, and it's not a crime. You know, I mean, Edomite. He's a Russian, but they're Edomite. They just wear different labels, you know, to hide themselves. Melania Trump urges Americans to reunite after assassination attempt on her husband. See, this is just more psyop stuff, you know. Also, let's get together for this, this psyop, you know. I mean, it was poorly done. Kremlin. Biden's latest Putin insult is absolutely unacceptable for a head of state. So what does that mean? U.S. President Biden calls his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin a murderous madman during this week's NATO summit in Washington. On Friday, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told journalists, "We continue to consider it absolutely unacceptable." So, I mean, these guys, I mean, because see, myself, okay, so-called African American, and on the other side of my house is Native American, my family Native American, but as a whole, I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And they didn't tell me that they hid it. They murdered all those people around, you know, let's say my signature, you know, this nation that made me a 3/5 of a citizen. And he's talking, what did he say about Putin, Russian president? What did he say? Kind of a murderous madman. These guys murdered everything around the world and here at home. And they call other people's madmen. It's just one Edomite on another Edomite, you know, and everybody else is caught in the middle, you know. The Lord is bringing these guys he's bringing them to bear to face their own nonsense. Bill Gates' company that makes fake butter from CO2. Fake butter. This is Edomites. Trump leaves hospital after assassination attempt. He probably shouldn't even been to the hospital. They see him on a chance that you're going to be okay, and they give him a rag to clean his ear. I mean, our news is terrible. It's just this. We got to go. You got to get us out of here, Lord. This is insane. Okay. Another processing plant burns to the ground in California. These guys are burning us out. They're burning down the country, but the food stuff. But that's the Lord's will. You know. I mean, the fact or the point is not that it's happened, because I pray that they burn it all down so that we can go home. It's just that they assume that you don't know what's going on, you know, and the fact that you do, well, the fact that the elect know what's going on is a blessing. But these devils, they take such a high road. Pope Francis, global boiling is a bigger threat than Satan himself. What are you talking about, you idiot? Global boiling. What does that mean? You know, that is some craziness. Global boiling is more than Satan himself. I mean, see, he's supposed to be a man of the cloth, but he's thinking on a flesh, you know, carnal. You know, there's no spiritual connection. There's nothing about the spirit in him. Let's say you do have global boiling. Nothing can happen without the consent, the permission of the Lord. And why don't he know that? You know, he said it's bigger than Satan himself. Satan can't do anything without the command or the approval of the Lord. So what is he talking about? That's, it kind of gets you upset. Netanyahu tells Putin that missile sales to Iran undermines Middle East. I mean, I could say what is he talking about, because I don't know this. I have no idea what this is. I want to see what this means. Israeli Prime Minister Ben Netanyahu warned Russian President Putin that sale of S-300 missile system to Iran will only serve to increase Iran's aggression and put the security of the Middle East at risk. What is he talking about? The people that's putting the security of Iran at risk are the small hats. It's already at risk, So what are you talking about? Following Russia's decision to lift a ban on supplying S-300 missile systems to Iran, Israeli Prime Minister called Putin to express his grave concerns and receive a detailed explanation of defensive weapons and the logic behind Moscow's move. I tell you, the logic behind Moscow's move is to give those people weapons to blow your butt off the damn face of the earth. That's the explanation. Ask me. You don't need to ask him. But I'm not gonna dig too much into that anymore. But I mean, see, this devil is insane. All right, these are just some of the things that he's done. And maybe I'll go back later on and read some of these in depth, and then we put some more scriptures. But right now, I just want to show you the shadow of Esau. So let's do this. All right. Obadiah, the vision of Obadiah. And who was Obadiah? Let me see, if I have this one. I don't want to mess this up. Okay. Okay, Obadiah. Now these are, I was looking for something on Obadiah, but I couldn't. I mean, it's so choppy. I even looked through Wikipedia, but Obadiah is an Israelite who was chief in a household of King Ahab. Amid great spiritual degeneracy, he maintained his fidelity to the Most High and interposed to protect the Lord's prophets, and hundreds of whom he hid at great personal risk in a cave. Ahab seems to have held Obadiah in great honor, although he had no sympathy with his piety. And let me see. And there's a lot of stuff in it because it talks about when I read stuff like Judaism, it just kind of turns my blood red. So I don't want to read anything that's related to that. But I want to give you the as much as I can. And see, the name is Obadiah. It says here he's from the tribe of Judah. It says here he's from Issachar. I mean, so he's a Levite. So it's I can't really give you that much. Because Obadiah is a book, consists of one chapter concerning Edom, its impending doom, and the restoration of Egypt. This is the shortest book of the Old Testament. All right, so let's just go there. Let's get into the book of Obadiah. Let me see. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? There you go. Okay. The vision of Obadiah. Now, Obadiah is the judgment on Edom. Okay. And it's because the dismay of Edom's land is had by others. But Obadiah is this book. It tells us exactly, what Obadiah sees as it relates to Esau, Edom. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord. and as an ambassador is sent among the heathen, arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And that's exactly what's going on now. The world is starting to see who Esau is. You know, the U.S., the Israelis, and that other country, the yellow and blue country. You know that they're all the same. You know, they're taking our money, and our government is sending taxpayer money to these countries and letting our people rot in the streets. You know, it's not. You know, we're being destroyed from the inside out. You know, our nation, which is predictable, which is what the Lord had planned. But Esau, Edom, he's the tool that this is all being accomplished through. The pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's Esau's pride. Though thou exalt themselves as an eagle, and thou that set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would thou not leave some grapes? And that's Esau. Esau goes to a nation, and he doesn't take some of the resources and leave it to other people so they would have something. He takes everything. He completely drains a nation dry. There's nothing left. And then he denies it. And in some cases, he assumed their heritage, like in like us, you know, over in Israeli, they are over there assuming our identity, and they're trying to kick out the Palestinians who falsely think that it's their land. So they're receiving their judgment as well. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, they're receiving their judgment as well for what they've done to our nation, our people, because the slave people or beginning of the slave trade, the latter slave trade that extended down to this century, the Arabs who grabbed us and sold us until Esau, Edom, until so-called Amalek, and so now they're receiving their just rewards. Because I've had people ask me, how do I feel about what's going on over in Gaza, and I just say, I don't want to inflame anybody. I just tell them I don't care, because most people don't understand the history, or they don't want to, because they don't even acknowledge us as Israelites. They think that we're just niggers and poor people. So, so I don't give them too much feedback. I just say I don't care, because that's our land. It's not their land. And so to understand or to appreciate my answer, they would have to appreciate and understand who I am, and they don't accept it. So verse 6, how are the things searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound unto thee. There is none understanding in him. And can be a future prophecy, because this is going on now. Because we have the union, or I can't think of the alliance. The alliance that we had. Nations are leaving. The alliance between the U.S. Like, for instance, Turkey left the union. And I can't even think of that name. But other countries are seeing that these Edomites over here are jacked up, with the sanctions and so forth, because the sanctions that the U.S. imposed on the Russians and those European nations have hurt Germany, and they're pissed off about it, So they're like, at the last trumpet, they're going to turn their backs on the U.S. and everybody's going to be shooting missiles over here, because they see that this guy, he just want to fight. They don't want any peace. They keep telling the Israelis that they don't want them to go further into Gaza or Raza or wherever they are going, but they give them as many weapons they want to do what they want. So you don't stop an individual by supplying them with arms. You stop him by not giving him arms, so he don't have any weapons to do what he wants to do. But these ESAU, Edomites, don't have any understanding, and the rest of the so-called small hats, they don't care. They just want to destroy and kill everything. They're the haters. They project hate on everybody else. They talk about that everybody is hate them, but they're the ones that hate and kill and destroy and decimate. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Yep, Esau's going to be put down. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gate, and cast lots unto Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them, but thou shouldst not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldst thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldst thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. They was happy. Wasn't Israel? I mean, either it was the Moab or the Edomites was saying, raise it, on the destruction of the temple. They were saying, raise it, which means burn it to the ground, destroy all of it, wipe them off the face of the earth. And every nation was in that accord, Proverbs, Psalms 83. All the nations made a tumult to destroy us and make us a memory to erase us off the face of the earth. Neither should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of this, it's like he cut off those of his that did escape. Neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. When they when 70 AD, when they was attacked Jerusalem and destroying the temple, the Israelites ran out of the country. They fled, and those that couldn't run, they stayed there. They killed them and they captured some of them, and they just did what they wanted to do with them. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done to thee. Thy reward shall be upon thine own head. And for the ESAU, Edom is going to be put on his head double. And who's going to be at the forefront of that? Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, and the lawful, the hopeful elect under the vision power of the Spirit of the Holy Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, once you reach those bodies and have the strength of Yahweh, then we're going to be using that power to go and subdue our enemies. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be delivered, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining in the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mouth of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead, and the captivity of his host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Shepharad, shall possess the cities of the south. And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. The Lord is going to take it, and he's going to make them pay, period. All right, now, let's see, there's something else I want to share. Let's go here. Okay, Gen 36. The blue letter's been slow, lady. Esau moves. And here we're just going to see who is Esau. Let me see. Esau moves. Now, these are the generation of Esau. Who is Edom? Esau took his wives, daughters of Canaan, which are the Africans, the Hamites, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, and Aholibab, and the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon, the Hivite. These are all Hamitics. As Bashem, Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nabajah, and Ador bare to Esau, Eliphaz, and Bashemath bare Ruel, and Aholibab bare Jush, and Jalan, and Korah. These are the sons of Esau, which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all the people, the persons of his house, and his cattle and all his beasts and all his substance, when he got in the land, which he got in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. From their riches were more than they had might dwell together. For their riches was more than that they might dwell together. And the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. In other words, there was too many. They both had too much for this to be in the same space. Thus dwelt Esau in the Mount of Seir. Esau is Edom, descendants of Esau. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau; Ruel, the son of Bashemath, the wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatan, and Kenaz. And Tina was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Adah's, Esau's wife. And these were the sons of Ruel, Nahath, and Zeran, Shemath, and Mizah. Those were the sons of Bashem's, Esau's wife. Now look at this. See where it says Amalek? So Amalek are those individuals that's over in Israel. They're small hats. So how can Amalek be one of the sons of Esau and at the same time be from the house of David? How can that be? All you have to just look at the Bible, read, and you'll see the truth. But most people don't read. They go on emotions and they believe the lies. Okay. I think I left off, I started here, 36:13. And these are the sons of Ruel, Nahath, and Zerah, Shaman, and Mizah. These were the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. And these were the sons of Aholibah, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife. And she bare to Esau Jewish and Jalam and Korah. These were the dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, Duke Kenaz, Duke Korah, Duke Gatan, Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came to Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Adah. And these are the sons of Ruel, Esau's son, Duke Nahath, Duke Zerah, Duke Shammah, Duke Mizah. These are the dukes that came to Ruel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Holibath, Esau's wife, Duke Jewish, Duke Jalen, Duke Korath. These were the dukes that came to Holibath, the daughter of Anna, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these are their dukes. These are the sons of Seir, the Horite, who inhabited the land, Lotan, and Shobal, and Zebulun, and Anah, and Dishon, and Ezer, and Dishan. These are the dukes of the Horites, the children of Seir in the land of Edom. And the children of Lotat were Hori and Heman, and Lotan's sister was Timnah. And the children of Shobal were these: Alvan, Manahath, and Ebal, Shepho, and Onan. These are the children of Zebulun, both Ajah and Anah. These were the Anah that founded the muse in the wilderness as he fed the asses of Zebulun his father. And the children of Anah were these: Dishon, Aholibamah, the daughter of Anah. And these are the children of Dishon: Hemdan, and Ishban, and Ithran, and Cheran. The children of Ezer are these: Bilhan, and Zevan, and Akan. The children of Dishon are these: Uz, Aaron. These are the dukes that came of the Horites, the dukes Lothan, Zobol, Duke Zebulun, Duke Anah, Duke Dishon, Duke Ezer, Duke Dishan. These are the dukes that came of Hori among their dukes in the land of Seir. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. And Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Dinhabah. And Bela died, and Joab, the son of Zeran of Basra, reigned in his stead. And Jobad died, and Hisham of the land of Timni reigned in his stead. And Husham died, and Hadad, the son of Bedad, who smote Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his stead. And the name of the city was Avith. He and Hadad died, and Samlon of Masarek reigned in his stead. And Saul died, and Baal-Hanan, the son of Akbar, reigned in his stead. And Baal-Hanan, the son of Akbar, died, and Hadar reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Pau, and his wife's name was Mehitabel, the daughter of Mared, the daughter of Mezahab. And these are the names of the dukes that came of Esau, according to their families, after their places, by their names: Duke Tina, Duke Alvab, Duke Jethab, Duke Aholibath, Duke Elbath, Duke Penan, Duke Kenah, Duke Teman, Duke Midzar, Duke Majidal, Duke Aran. These be the dukes of Edom, according to the habitation and the land of their possessions. He is Esau, the father of the Edomites. So Edomites have a long tradition. You know, Edomites, they are a rotten nation. Let me see. Border of. Let's see some of the characteristics of Esau, Edom. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we shall return and build the desolate places. Let me get all of this. Can I get all of this? Yeah. 4. Let me see. The Most High's love for Jacob. The burden of the word of the Lord Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet ye say, Where hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Now, these are future prophecies. You know, I mean, when Esau was born, Jacob was like, not Jacob, Isaac was like, he said, Isis something. It means wasted. I can't think of the name. Now I'm going to butcher it. But he was born wasted. He was left without pigment, and pigment is very important to the spirit, you know, of any individual. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. And that's a future prophecy, and that's coming. Whereas Esau say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord hosts, Yahweh of hosts, they shall build and I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. And indignation means hate, period. There is no coming back from that. And that's how the Lord see Esau, Edom, you know. And who are we talking about? Esau, Edom? My bad. Who? I got to make sure I remind you. This is Esau, Edom. These are the people that the Lord hates forever. And look at what they do. I mean, nothing they do benefits society. You know, they put it like this, they serve their role. And in some things, yeah, to a certain point, we all can. Even a monkey can accidentally do something that'll help another monkey. But their major goal is to be gods, you know. And look at their proud, smuggy face. And that's Esau, Edom in a nutshell. And I don't want to go on because I can absolutely keep going on for hours and hours and hours. You know, not really, because I'm not that smart. But anyway, I pray that you got some edification from this. And I just wanted to show you a little bit about the devil that we through our own actions, the Lord put us under his reign, you know, so that we might learn, you know, and experience the other side of what we really are, pretty much, because the Israelites are righteous. These guys are not. You know, they're the other side of righteousness. You know, I'll just say it like that. So with that, I pray that you reach some edification from it. And I hope that I didn't offend anybody unless it's Esau, because he needs to be offended and completely destroyed. And you know, I pray that that this nation, you know, this place, our prison, is destroyed. And thank the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh for your judgment being walking throughout the earth. You know, no, this is the beginning. You know, at first it's gonna be at the house of Jacob, you know, but ultimately it's gonna be all the wicked and those that acknowledge, accept the Lord in his judgment, you know. Hopefully the hopeful elect will be saved, and I pray that I'm amongst those numbers. So with that, I want to say Shabbat Shalom. Well, not Shabbat, but Shalom, because I think Shabbat was Saturday. I want to say Shalom and Kwame Yashala and Abba Baal, you know, Shalom. And let me get out of here. Stop sharing. And until the next time, Shalom.